Hey guys, Logan here, and welcome back to my Predator series. I am nearing the end of my series of Predator movie reviews leading up to the Predator coming out on September 14th. I already covered the first and second Predator movies, as well as AVP, Alien vs. Predator. Now I'm going to be talking about the sequel to Alien vs. Predator, Aliens vs. Predator, Requiem. That's right, Alien got an update to plural, and Predator is still singular. Kind of lonely to have one Predator going up against multiple xenomorphs, right? So in the aftermath of the first AVP, Alien and Predator races descend on a rural Colorado town where unsuspecting residents must band together for any chance of survival. Aliens vs. Predator Requiem is one of those movies that I use as examples to people who complain about a certain movie in a certain franchise that is mostly rated R getting a PG-13 rating. In the first AVP was PG-13. A lot of people went insane over that, kind of rightfully so, but I didn't have much of an issue with that. Like I said in my review for the first AVP, certain franchises get to have some PG-13 installments within them, and I think this is the third time that I have watched this film, and I do not understand why I did that. Maybe out of curiosity as to why this film was so bad, and by the third time I really got over that, because this movie is an absolute piece of shit. Yeah, that's right. This movie was an absolute garbage in and of itself. From start to finish, I didn't even care what happened in the entire film or who I even care for. The closest character I could think of that I would go as far as to say that I kind of care for is the cop played by John Ortiz. I think that's how you say his last name. If it's not, then I apologize. But he plays the only character in the entire film that is possibly the one character that I kind of cared about. He's the one character that I kind of care for. Other than that, the rest of the characters were very disposable and very terribly written. But that's not the only reason why Aliens vs. Predator Requiem sucked. Another reason for why it sucked is because of the lighting. The lighting was so damn dark. So dark enough, so much so, that you couldn't even see a thing that is in the so dark shots, so much dark shots, especially ones with the Predator and the aliens, especially the Predator alien. Now, I'm going to get into some spoilers, so if you hadn't watched my review for the first AVP, I have spoilers for those of you that have not watched it, and I'll be getting into spoilers for this one as well. In the first AVP, there was a Predator alien that was born from a Predator, and this one, it's about the first few minutes shows the Predator alien being on this type of ship, a Predator ship that it crash lands onto Earth, and then the xenomorphs have spread out along with the Predator alien, and the Predator comes from I guess you could call it a Predator homeworld, and heads into Earth to try to get the xenomorphs out of the map, or out of the picture, and just kill the Predator alien. That's pretty much what this movie is about, kind of. What this movie really is about is showing a small town in Colorado filled with characters that this movie tries to make you care about, and you actually don't, because they were poorly written and poorly set up, and they have no character arc to them whatsoever. And there's nothing about them that's interesting. I mean, say whatever you will about the characters in the first AVP, at least they felt like the characters that you can actually get used to in films like that film, AVP, Alien vs. Predator. They're not. That film wasn't the greatest, but again, at least it felt like an Alien vs. Predator movie that you can actually watch and enjoy watching. At least it's more entertaining and kind of more fun to watch, actually. With this film, you get so many cliches and so many subplots that don't even matter in the slightest in this film at all. This film tries so many things to try to make you at least give a shit in the entire film, and it fails at every level. Everything that this film does failed. Even the dialogue wasn't very good, not even in the slightest, as well as the storytelling, which is also not very good. The first AVP was kind of dumb, or entertaining in a dumb way. Certain things didn't work in the first AVP, but it was overall kind of mildly entertaining. This one is just a complete a shitty boredom fest, and it just never delivers on what it was trying to do. Now guys, I gotta be honest with you, if I saw this film in theaters back in 2007, this is what I would say: man, this movie made me wish Paul W.S. Anderson came back to direct this one. Yeah, that's how bad Aliens vs. Predator Requiem was, or is. I just could not stand watching this movie at all. Characters you never cared about, the story that was so dreadfully boring and so cliche. And this film is filled with a lot of cliches that have been done so many times in other films before this. This film is the exact opposite of mildly entertaining and pretty good. The first AVP, I'll reiterate, it's not really a great film by any means, nor a good film, but at least it knew what it is, and it tries to deliver what it wants to do, or what it's supposed to do. At least it did semi-well on that. At least Paul W.S. Anderson tries to give in some semi-effort into the things that mattered in the first AVP. This film does the exact opposite of that. So yeah, guys, I really can't stress this enough. This movie was so difficult for me to get through because of how terrible it is. This is one of the worst movies I have ever seen in my life, period. I'm not even exaggerating. This movie absolutely failed on every level. The cop was half okay, I will say, but other than that, everything about this movie sucks. And I really wouldn't recommend watching this film. I'm going to give Aliens vs. Predator Requiem no Medal of Honor. So anyway, guys, that is my review/rant for Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. My next review in my Predator series of reviews is going to be for Predators. That's right. That will be the last Predator movie that I will review in my Predator series of reviews leading up to the Predator. I'm actually looking forward to that because I don't think I haven't watched that film in its whole entirety. So I'm looking forward to that. If you guys enjoyed my review, please click the like button, and if you have already watched this movie, please don't. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you enjoy what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please press up there to subscribe and turn on the notification bell. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight.